brain-machine interface is a third-generation neural lace developed by New East Industries. At its core, the BMI allows for a person's mind to be deeply augmented, essentially hacking it to make it even more powerful and useful than it already is. I know, upon first hearing about a BMI, it's easy for a person to become a little overwhelmed, even fearful. That's quite understandable. The brain is a very complex and often ill-understood topic. But there's no reason to fear. When we break it down to its core functionality, you'll find that the BMI is actually quite easy to understand. The BMI itself is simply an array of 3 electrode-dense meshes placed just under the skin at the temple. Now, the system has a few basic processes: the interpretation, transmission, and creation of brainwaves. So let's start with interpretation. During interpretation, the hypersensitive electrodes of the BMI detect the complex brain waves being generated by the various centers of the brain. These received brain waves are then uploaded to our cloud-based processing system known as the architecture, where they're decoded. For instance, if you saw a green tree, your eye would detect it and send it to your occipital lobe, where it would process it into an image. During that process, it would emit a series of brain waves. Those waves are detected by the BMI, allowing the architecture to decode the image of the tree at the same instance as your brain. The amazing thing is that the architecture can then change the image of the tree so that it's, let's say, blue, and send it back to the BMI. The BMI transmits the corresponding brain wave, and the result is that you see a blue tree. Further, a tree doesn't actually have to exist for you to see it. The BMI can create the brainwaves corresponding to a tree, allowing you to see a tree. Hell, an entire forest that isn't there. And astoundingly, the system can do this with all of your sensory. Touch, taste, smell, thought, memory, it can all be both read and/or generated by the BMI system. Need directions to your niece's birthday party? Well, just ask yourself the question, and now you know the exact way to get there. Want to remember what day your niece's 9th birthday is on? The architecture knows. Every experience you've ever had or thought has been uploaded to the architecture, never to be forgotten by the passing of time, able to be re-experienced in picture-perfect reality whenever you want. And not just the memory, every aspect of that memory. In fact, you can sit on your couch and relive your niece's first birthday party in its entirety. And while you're at it, why drive to her next birthday party when you can all meet up at a virtual party that looks and feels entirely indistinguishable from reality? Talk about having your cake and eating it too. It's all inside those tiny 3 dots. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the emotive. Experience the extraordinary. Experience everything.
For the first time in Earth's history, we have been able to effectively meet every human need, achieving optimal wellness and labor efficiency for all of our verified inhabitants. And with the wonders of our patented brain-machine interface technology, citizen happiness levels are at record highs. New West Industries is proud to offer both elite occupational facilities, safe, tranquil domestic communities that keep our great nation progressing onward into the future. New West. Hard work makes a powerful nation.